This should be great. We're gonna head over to our little, whoa, we just smashed a guy. Oh boy, he got caught up in our cedar, and that's a gruesome death right there. I'm just saying, holy crap. That's all right, we don't have to tell anybody.
Sweep the leg.
What is happening, good people of YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're back here in Farming Simulator 25. This is our Start from Scratch series, episode number 12. In the last episode, we bought 3 new fields. Spent a ton of money. We bought a grass field, we bought a field planted with barley, and a field we planted with wheat. We seeded our new fields. We also filled up the water in our greenhouses, and that brings us to where we are right now. 4:23 in the afternoon here, second day in September, and we have a lot of work to do before we sleep and get into the month of October. First things first, we have to take this oat somewhere and sell it. And the reason is we're going to need this trailer because the sorghum that we have planted over by our chicken coops is ready to harvest. And that is pretty exciting. Taking a look at the prices for oat, not the best time to sell, but not the worst time. About $1,561 at the farmer's market we can get. We're going to go ahead and mark that on the map, and we are going to start the tractor up and take our oats to the farmer's market, and then we will have this empty trailer to use for our sorghum. Now the sorghum field's not that big, so honestly we might even be able to just keep the sorghum in the harvester. Oh boy, I have no idea where we're going here. We are just driving through the back of the shop all willy-nilly, probably scaring people half to death. Like, what the hell is that tractor doing driving through here? And now we're driving down a really small, tiny little alleyway. It's probably not appropriate for this big tractor and trailer to be driving down this little alleyway, but we're doing it. And we don't care. We don't care what people think here in Sri Lanka. I mean, pretty soon, people aren't going to know us as some crazy tractor driver. They're going to know us as the potato chip kings of Sri Lanka, as well as the salad king of Sri Lanka. So we're already getting a reputation for that. Oh, look at that bank account grow. Holy moly. $24,544 for that trailer full of oats. And I tell you what, that's a really nice chunk of change there. So now we have $25,614 in the bank. Now at the end of last episode, I dropped a little teaser. And if you guys were watching, you'll know I teased that there was something special coming up for our grass fields in this episode, and there is. We are going to take the money that we just made with the oats and some other money that we're going to make in this episode today, and we're going to buy a piece of equipment. Specifically, we're going to buy a plow, and that plow is going to be used in between all of these grass fields to join them all together to make one humongous, massive grass field. That's right. It's going to be a great project, and hopefully we can do it in this episode. All right, we're in the harvester now, starting it up. Let's drive this over to our field of sorghum, and let's go ahead and we're going to harvest that. And like I said, I'm not sure if it would all hold in the harvester, but we really needed to clear out the trailer and sell the oats anyway. There's no need on hanging on to it for too much longer. Now over by our chicken coops, we've got our field of sorghum. We've also got a field of grass that we have going. That grass is used to feed our goats. And now we have a field of barley. And between the sorghum and the barley, that's going to be the food that we feed our chickens. and any extra that we have, we can sell it. Now, eventually, we're going to have a grain mill of our own. Oh boy, look out. Boy, that guy. Jeez, a whiz. Okay, sorry. We didn't stop at the stop sign. That's fine. I mean, I don't see any police around. The Zelonka police aren't driving around giving out tickets, so I think we're okay. Oh boy, just get out of the crosswalk, people. I mean, come on. We got a field to harvest. I mean, don't you know who we are? I mean, oh, you're going to turn around, just walk right back through the... Oh, God, look at that. I mean, and now he's stuck in the harvester. I mean, come on. That's ridiculous. I mean, we are the salad kings of Zelonka, and people ought to respect it. Get the hell out of our way. Oh, boy, we just scraped that car up. Holy moly. Tell you what, people here in Zelonka don't know how to drive, and they don't know how to walk in the crosswalks. A bunch of jerks. Now, look, don't get me wrong. Not everybody in Zelonka is a jerk. I mean, the people that buy our products, they're not jerks. It's basically just the people that don't know how to walk in the crosswalks and the people that don't know how to drive. I mean, you know it, I know it, everybody knows it. And speaking of knowing it, I think now's a perfect time to ask yourself the question of the day. Are you subscribed to the channel? And if the answer is no, stop what you're doing right now and subscribe to the channel. What the hell are you waiting for? And don't forget, hit that bell notification so you're notified of all the content coming out. And hit that like button. Even if you don't like the video, you gotta hit it. It's part of the YouTube rules. And most importantly, leave those comments down below. Doesn't even matter what you say. It's a safe space here on the channel. Sort of. Maybe. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. Yeah, and speaking of the comments, I really appreciate all the support that the channel is getting here, and all the support this series is getting, and also the other series I have going on the channel, which is a Rags to Riches. And you guys are leaving some great comments and really helping me out with some tips and tricks to making things easier as a farmer, and I appreciate it. All right, we're going to lower this header. And let's go ahead and turn on the harvester, and let's go ahead and start harvesting. All right, here we go. Now, I'm pretty sure that sorghum doesn't leave a trail of straw so that we can bale it up. It's just kind of kicking out this dust, which is fine. I think oat and wheat and maybe barley leave the straw swaths. I'm really not sure. But yep, we are just harvesting this thing up. And pretty soon we are going to have a harvester full of sorghum. And we can actually drive the harvester over to our chicken coop and perhaps top them off with the food here. And the only problem is getting back to the chicken food area in the chicken coops, because there's all these little hidden stumps and stuff. It's really annoying, and it's definitely something that gives me pause as I drive around back behind those chicken coops. But we'll try it with this harvester and see if we can't get it to work. All right, well, there it is. The field is harvested, and we've got about 4,500 liters of sorghum in here. And let's check on our chickens. All right, chicken coop number 1 has about 5,000 liters of grain in there. Chicken coop number 2 has about 3,800. So both of these could use some grain here. All right, let's go ahead and tip this pipe out. I'm not really sure how we're going to get over here. Yeah, see, here's one of these invisible stumps. Now, I don't know where it is. I don't see it anywhere. But as we drive forward, boom, right there. It's like an invisible stump, and I don't know where it is. I mean, we could try coming this way. It doesn't matter. we can't go through that tree. I don't know how to fight this. Look, there's one right. I mean, it's like I can't drive past this area. Maybe that's the edge of the map. I mean, maybe you're just not allowed to go that far back. I don't know. Well, we're gonna try and go through this way. And let's try and put the pipe out and let's see if the feed goes in there. Oh, it does. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Let's see how much of the sorghum this thing's gonna take. All right, it took all of the sorghum. Boy, oh boy. All right, well, it filled it up. Now there's 8,431 liters. And I tell you what, this one little sorghum field is not gonna fill up. That's not really gonna do much. We are going to need some help, and I think that field of barley over there is going to be the answer to help us keeping these chicken pens stocked with food. All right, well, we're going to have to take the harvester back to the farm. Let's take a look at the calendar here. That was sorghum. And we were able to harvest it, and we're not able to plant it again until April. So we've got October, November, December, January, February. That's 5 months. We've got 6, 7. We have 7 months before we can plant sorghum again. I mean, honestly, same thing with the field of oat. I feel like we're going to have to cultivate that up. We can plant grass, and in a couple months we'll just... I mean, we're going to be planting grass in between sessions of sorghum. I mean, honestly, leave in the comments down below if there's something different or maybe there's something I'm missing. But, I mean, otherwise, we're just going to have a field that's just sitting there. And the other option is to turn seasonal growth off, but I really don't want to do that. I kind of like playing with the seasonal growth. So we're going to go grab our cultivator, and we are going to bring it down here to this field. And then we're going to bring our seeder down here. We're going to seed it with grass. And we'll just have to remember that after that harvested grass, we're going to have to transform it back into a field for sorghum. Now, I tell you what, with our grain fields that we have started over at the main farm, we're probably going to need some type of silo to hold the grain. And that is just because when we harvest it, it probably won't be the optimal time to sell it, whatever it is, oat or wheat. And we'd like to have some place to store our grain so that we can wait for the market to adjust and make the most money for our product. All right, let's go ahead and park our harvester back over here behind the greenhouse. Turn off the engine, and there's no need to hop in this trailer because there's nothing to put in it. All right, we're going to disconnect from the trailer. We're going to start this tractor up, and let's go grab our cultivator. All right, here's our cultivator. Let's go cultivate that field, and we might use the AI worker to cultivate it so that we can come back here, grab our other tractor, and on that tractor we can get our seeder hooked up. And then while this tractor is cultivating the field, we can follow along with a seeder, sort of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Yep, I think we missed our turn, but that's all right. We need gas anyway for this tractor. Let's go ahead and fill this up while we're here. All right, there we go. 177 bucks in fuel. And let's head on back. I think it's this intersection up here. It's one of these. Oh, we just passed it. Jeez, a whiz. What are we doing? All right, let's go ahead and back that thing up. All right, here we go. Now we're on the right path to go over to our chicken coops. And we are going to cultivate the field of sorghum that we just harvested. Then we will plant grass. And then the only thing to do for that field is wait. All right, here we go. Field of sorghum being cultivated. And we're going to hire an AI worker, and then we are going to go get our other tractor with the seeder. All right, back here, here's our other tractor. Let's go ahead and drop off the fertilizer. We're going to go grab the seeder. which I believe is over this way. Yes, it is. It's right over here. All right, there we go. Seeder is attached. Now we've got a full thing of seeds and a full thing of fertilizer. This should be great. We're gonna head over to our little, whoa, we just smashed a guy. Oh boy, he got caught up in our seeder, and that's a gruesome death right there. I'm just saying, holy crap. That's all right. We don't have to tell anybody. Maybe nobody saw it, and we're gonna be free and clear of all criminal responsibility. Maybe. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. All right, coming down towards our field. Let's go ahead and change the seed that we have selected to grass. There we go. And boy, I tell you, this AI worker, they do some real crazy running around. Let's go ahead and cancel this. Let's lower the cultivator. I mean, for a field this small, they don't need to be all perfect with their lines and stuff. Just run around and cultivate it. Nobody really cares. All right, one little strip or patch left here, and then this field is going to be cultivated. We're going to seed it with grass. All right, there we go. Field has been cultivated, and now we just get to run this back to the farm. But let's go ahead. We'll turn on our seeder. It's ready for grass. Let's go ahead and lower it. We're going to turn on the seeder. This has got the fertilizer in it, and we are ready, Freddy. Let's get it done. All right, there we go. Let's turn off the seeder, and this tractor can go on back to the farm as well. So let's head on back. Well, I tell you what we're gonna do. On the way back with this tractor, we're gonna go over here. Let's grab this goat milk. We've got a pallet of goat milk, and we could actually sell this. It's a pretty good time to sell goat milk right now, from what I remember looking at in the last episode. Yeah, goat milk's a really good time to sell this. 9,471. Let's go ahead and mark the dairy place on the map. All right, there we go. Goat milk is there. Oh shoot, you know what? One thing I didn't check is whether the goats have enough food. The goats do have enough food for right now. Next time we're over here, we're gonna have to take one of those bales of grass and we will put it in with the goats. All right, let's go sell this goat milk. It's gonna give us about 9,400 for the goat milk. It's gonna leave us with about, I don't know, $35,000 or so in our bank account. And at some point we're going to head over to the store and we're going to check on buying a plow so that we can combine all of our separate grass fields into one humongous grass field. That's pretty exciting. I can't remember who it was that left it in the comments, and I'm sorry, I'm forgetting, but somebody had an idea for that and left it in the comments a few episodes ago, and the thought has been stuck in my little noggin, and I just can't stop thinking about how cool that is. So to whoever left that comment, thank you. All much. All right, tight squeeze here. All right, let's go inside here. Let's see if we can't put this goat's milk down, and I can't see anything. Oh, still can't see anything. Okay, 7,893. Oh, that's right, because it wasn't a full 1,000 liters. It was only about 800 liters, so that makes sense. But still, our bank account up to oh boy, can we fit through here? Our bank account up to $33,000, and oh boy, good lord, what are we doing? Oh man, we are wrecking up the joint. Let's get the hell out of here before the people that own the dairy production chain call the cops. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. How does the pallet fork get stuck in the road? Oh, there we go. Jeez, oh whiz. And now we're stuck on a car. Good lord. How does that happen? I mean, Farming Simulator 25, fix your game. I mean, I'm driving along and the pallet fork just gets stuck in the road for no reason? Oh boy, frustrating. It's okay though. Thank you, Giant Software, for making a great game, regardless of whether or not the tractor gets stuck in the road. It's fine. Gonna have to deal with some bugs, and that's pretty much every game. And as long as they're not game-breaking bugs, then that's okay by me. And this game, while it has its bugs, I think the positives outweigh the negatives like 1,000 to 1. It's an absolutely amazing game. Alright, let's take this seeder and let's take it back around here and park it on the other side of this little shed. Alright, there we go. The seeder is away. And I think we're going to need to fertilize our new grass field. So we'll grab our fertilizer. Alright, let's switch back over here. And I tell you what, while we're here, why don't we hop out and let's check this field. So it's 50% fertilized, so we do need to grab the fertilizer spreader and come back over here in the first day in October. We're going to need to fertilize that field. Tell you what, let's check this one. This one's 100% fertilized, so we're good. Alright, coming back to the farm. Let's go ahead and just kind of cut right through here. And that way we can park the cultivator back right next to the seeder. There we go. Dropping it off and we are good to go there. Now I tell you what, we do have some pallets of lettuce that have spawned. We have some honey that has spawned. We got a bunch of eggs over at the other field, but none of those products are ready to be sold based on the prices. We definitely want to wait a few months on all of those things. So let's come over here to the shop. As a matter of fact, we have to fix up our truck. Let's go ahead and repair the tractor. We don't want it getting too used because it's going to cost us a lot more to fix it up. Alright, $2,843. Let's go ahead and repair it. There we go. And now we are all repaired. So let's go ahead and back this thing up. We'll drive it back around the front and let's look at our options to buy a plow. I'm checking the used vehicle section. Nothing here. We got a bale loader, slurry tanks. We got a header for sunflowers or corn, and we have this Amazon planter seeder thing, and I think we already have this on the farm. So nothing we can use there. Let's go ahead and check out plows. All right, well, obviously there's only enough money for one of these two. This one's 1.2 meters wide. It is not big at all. I mean, we don't need something really big, but this might be a little bit too small. This one is twice the size, $16,000 bucks. The only problem with this one is that it says wheel weights on the tractor are required for use. And I don't have wheel weights on my tractor, so I'm not sure if we can actually buy this. And then this one's 50 grand, and we certainly can't buy that. All right, well, after pausing the game and doing some research, it looks like the Agro MASZ, the POV 5XL is the plow that we're going to buy, $16,000. It says wheel weights are required, but I think our tractor is going to be able to pull this with no problem. And there it is. Let's go ahead and hook this thing on. And let's see if we can't go over to our fields and create something really, really special here. All right, so we're not going to plow on this side of the grass field. We're not going to plow behind here. We are going to plow in between these fields. And I'm not really sure how this is going to work. All right, we're lowering the plow here. And that's it. This is looking pretty good here. Oh boy, whoops, messed that up. I want to make sure that we get all of the grass area. Now we're probably going to run into our field a little bit, and that's fine because we're going to come behind what we're doing here, and we're going to be seeding it. And the other thing, it's probably going to have to wait an extra month to harvest all of the grass here because we're going to wait until the grass that we're planting right now is ready to be harvested. I tell you what, this is pretty exciting. All right, well, I think we're pretty much done here, and we have created a mess. I think I got a little overzealous when I started, and the purpose of this was really just to join the fields that were next to each other. And what I ended up doing was a whole lot more than that. I kind of expanded these fields down to this road. I even went into the road a little bit, which I don't know if that's something that's good or bad. So I'm gonna kind of clean this up just a little bit so it looks a little bit better. But yeah, boy, I made a mess here. And I guess that's fine. We'll have to deal with the consequences of our actions here. And, you know, I mean, that's just what we do here at Farming Simulator 25. So I created this field over here, and I expanded out to the dirt road. These are areas that were already growing grass, so there really wasn't a point to me doing this, honestly. But anyway, I did join these fields here, and just to make one humongous field. So I guess we completed the task that we set out to complete here. But it looks very sloppy, and especially like over here, I kind of went into this dirt road a little bit over here, and that's fine. I mean, there's really no going back and fixing it now. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go grab our seeder, and we are gonna seed the areas that we just plowed. But yeah, it is really kind of neat to have one humongous grass field instead of a bunch of little separate ones. It's just pretty messy, and it's not going to be aesthetically pleasing. All right, now I don't really know that we're ever going to use this plow ever again. So I tell you what, we're probably gonna just bring it over here, and maybe we'll just drop it right here. All right, there we go. The plow's dropped off. Maybe we might even sell it. I'm really not sure why we bought it, why we didn't lease it. That was really dumb of us. But that's fine. So we have a lot of grass seed in here. We've got fertilizer. We're gonna go ahead and turn on the seeder, lower the seeder, and we're just gonna seed the area that we just created. And once this is all seeded, I assume the only thing that we're gonna have left to do is to fertilize it, but we don't want to do that in the same day. So we'll probably end up going to sleep. All right, well, I think we are all done seeding and fertilizing the field that we created. And it's a little bit of a mess. It's a little bit janky, but you know what? It's our personal field, and it's got our personal touch on it. I'm just kind of driving around, taking a second glance at everything, making sure that it's all seeded, fertilized, and plowed up. And once this grass grows in, it's going to be pretty awesome. All right, we're going to park this seeder back over here on the concrete pad. And I am not sure what else we can do in this day. I mean, it's 5:38 in-game time, second day in September. I think what we should probably do is go ahead and park our tractor, and we should go ahead, get a good night's sleep, and then we'll come back. It will be the 1st of October, and we'll probably have a couple more things to do. All right. Let's have a hot meal, maybe a hot shower, and a good long sleep. All right, the first day of October is upon us. You can see the leaves are starting to get some color, starting to change. The grass here is starting to change color. And would you take a look at this? All of the grass that we just plowed in is growing. Now this grass is ready to harvest. So we could actually cut this grass, but then there's grass that's not ready, and that is the grass that we just planted here in the middle. So we are going to wait one more month. We want all the grass to be together in harmony before we cut it all. And boy, look at this. I mean, this is just really, really cool. I mean, we have got one humongous grass field going here. And I can't wait until the 1st of November when we can actually harvest all of it at the same time. And we're actually going to run down here to our oat field that's now a grass field, because that field should also be ready. All right, that field is growing. It's only 50% fertilized. So you know what we need to do? We need to get our fertilizer, and we need to fertilize the grass that we just planted. But actually that's 100% fertilized. I wonder how that happens. Yeah, all this is 100% fertilized. So some of it's 50, some of it's 100. I don't know. Tell you what, we're gonna just, better safe than sorry, we're gonna go grab the fertilizer. We're gonna fertilize the grass that we just plowed and planted, just to make sure. We're going to fertilize the one grass field, and we're probably going to go over to our chicken pens and make sure all of those fields are fertilized too. We also have more lettuce. We got 4 pallets in each one of our greenhouses, so that's a total of 12 pallets. Take a look at the price of lettuce. A couple more months, it's going to be ready. Not quite ready to sell it yet. We'll wait. Oh yeah, taking a look in the used vehicle sale, wouldn't you know it? It's a plow, and it's 55% off. The Titan, 4.9 meters wide. I mean, geez, we could have used this thing. But that's all right. What's done is done. Now, if we take a look here on the map, this is one humongous grass field. And man, that is really cool. All right, coming over to visit this field. This is 50% fertilized as well, so we're going to have to fertilize this field. We got a lot of eggs going on over here, and once we get just a little bit more eggs, they're just going to sit here. So we're going to have to take them somewhere and sell them. All right, here is our barley growing. Kind of looks like grass in a way. And speaking of grass, here is our other grass field over here, 50% fertilized. So we need to fertilize these 2 grass fields. And look, we got some more goat milk. It's only 417 liters, but I'll tell you what, these goats, they're cranking it out, which is awesome. So we might bring our tractor over here with the pallet fork. We'll put another grass bale over here so the goats can feed on it. We're going to fertilize these 2 fields. We got a field back at the main farm that we got to fertilize, and I think that's going to do it for this episode. We've got our fertilizer tank on the back of this tractor already. We've got 23% fertilizer in it. I think that's enough to tackle this field that we have over here. We also have to get these areas that we just plowed and turned into our grass fields. All right, here we go. We are fertilizing this field. And I'm pretty sure it's only going to take 2 passes, and hopefully we have enough fertilizer to complete this job. Pretty sure we do. All right, tell you what, turning that fertilizer off. Let's jump out and check our wheat. Our wheat's 100% fertilized, so we don't need to fertilize this field. Let's go ahead and turn this baby around, and let's fertilize going back up this way. And then this field will be 100% fertilized. We can actually hit some of the areas that we just plowed, and then we'll head to the store. We'll fill this thing up with some more fertilizer, and then we're going to head over to our 2 fields by our animal pens, and we'll fertilize those fields. And I think that's all we're going to do in this episode. I mean, it's recording time. It's been some time, and I know plowing took a long time to do, but yeah, that's a lot for one episode. All right, we don't need this to be this wide, so we're gonna reduce the size of the spray here, and we're gonna run up the side of this field. All right, let's go ahead to the shop. Let's buy that fertilizer. Actually, there's some sitting right here, so let's go ahead and fill it up. And let's buy a couple more bags. We'll just buy, I don't know, we'll buy 3. What the hell? We'll just leave the extras. All right, there we go. Fertilizer's down this end. All right, there we go. Fertilizer 100% full. Let's go ahead and run this thing around the newly plowed and seeded grass field. All right, well, there it is. Our fields are fertilized. We fed these goats, and that is where we're going to leave it for this episode. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching the video. Thanks for all the love and support on the channel. Don't forget, subscribe, hit the bell notification, hit the like button, leave the comments, do all the things you got to do. You know what you got to do? Just go ahead and do it. What the hell are you waiting for? But most importantly, thank you guys for letting me be a part of your day. It means a lot. And in the next episode, we are going to come back and do a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm not going to tell you what we're going to do. You're just going to have to tune in and find out for yourselves. So come on back, and we'll see you in the next video.